Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Tara here with a quick video for you today. And I do mean quick. We're in a rush today and I want to make a very sweet treat for our old buddy, Old Fred. As you know, he lives back behind our property. He's an older gentleman, old farmer, just a great guy, old at heart, and he helps us out tremendously on the farm, and he loves my homemade banana pudding. It's his favorite dessert. So in my last video, if you want to refer back to it, I talk about making it another way, and this is the way we're going to make it today, because number one, it's in the 90s. Number two, I've got to make dinner, and I've got to milk a cow, and I've got to clean a barn, but he is priority. So we want to get this to him, and we want to show you how we do this. So the first thing we're going to do is show you how to make home-style banana pudding, and we're going to go over the ingredients. Now, what you're going to get, just like in my last video, think in terms of 4. We're going to pan down here. You need 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. I've already gotten this stuff ready for you so we can move fast with the video. 4 tablespoons, okay? You're going to do at least have at least 4 bananas, okay? I have 5 here. I may use 5. You can do that, but at least 4, okay? You're also going to have 4 eggs. These are our eggs. Beauties from the barn. Then I also have 4 cups of fresh raw milk. You can use what you've got at home, raw or whole milk or whatever. So those are going to be the main starting points. I'm also going to add a dash of vanilla. This is my vanilla that we've made here from the vanilla beans. The twist in this tonight is not going to be is the fact that we're not going to be using vanilla wafers. We're going to be adding moon pies. I asked Fred today if he had ever had home-style banana pudding with moon pies, and his eyes started twinkling, and he said, "No, I haven't." So I knew this was going to be perfect for him. So let's get started. We'll show you how we whip this up real quick. And we're not using the stovetop. We're not going to use the wood stove. We're going to use the convenient microwave. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, which I didn't mention, is you need sugar. You need about 1.5 cups of sugar. Make sure that's in there, just 1.5 cups of sugar. Then I'm going to mix in my 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. You're going to want to do this, I like to mix the dry ingredients first. It just helps with, so they don't clump up. And I'm just going to take my whisk. So far, we just got the sugar, and we just got the flour. And you can use your hands. My Nana, when she tries to describe how she does this, she says, "I just take my hands and mix it up." But I'm just going to use the whisk. I like using the whisk. I'm going to put a plate over here. So I'm just going to get this nice and blended, just like you would with any other recipe, getting all your dry ingredients together. Okay? So you've got your 4 tablespoons of flour, sugar, 1.5 cups there, and then I'm going to add in the raw milk. This is from yesterday. Looks like a lot. Don't panic. It'll turn out good, I promise. All right, so I'm going to whisk that together. Now, when I made my banana pudding in the other video on the wood stove, I did not add vanilla. It's optional. Really, it's not a flavor that I find that's very strong once the custard is made and once you get it on the bananas. The bananas really take over. But, you can. That's optional. I would just do about 1 to 2 teaspoons, and I've added some in here since I know Fred really, really digs banana pudding. So you just want to get this going, really strong, really good little liquid here. And I'm going to go ahead and add in the vanilla. So you just got 4 ingredients here. We're not adding in the eggs yet. We're not doing any of that. We're not there. All right, it smells good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cook it. Now I'm going to tell you right now, since I used 4 cups of milk, it's going to take about 12 minutes total in the microwave. And just to go ahead and give you a heads up, I'm going to do 3 minutes. Start it at 3 minutes. Then I'm going to stop it. I'm going to do 4 3-minute intervals in this. It should cook it. It might take another minute. It might take a minute less. But I have found if I have used the microwave for this recipe, for the 4 cups of milk and whatnot, it's around 12 minutes. If you cut it back to 3 cups, it's going to be about 10. So that really does make a difference. All right. We'll place that there. All I'm going to do now is place this in the microwave. Now, you want to make sure your casserole dish is pretty deep and the sides are pretty high, because if it does get really, really hot, which it will, it could start to bubble over a little bit. So be prepared for that. So, all right, we're going to set it for 3 minutes. Let it cook. We'll be right back. All right, guys, the first set of 3 minutes is up. So let's see what's going on here. Now you may want to have to wear mittens. Not quite yet, but getting close. I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to whisk it. Just get it, get it going. It's starting to heat up a little bit. Little bit of thickness, not quite there yet. Just want to get a good mixture. Now, since it's getting really warm, it's time to add the eggs. Now, you can add the eggs. I'm adding in 4 egg yolks. I've already separated them because that's what, when you're making a pudding or a custard, you're going to be adding in the egg yolks only, not the whole egg. So you could put in just 2 right now and go on, and then when it stops again, the microwave, add more. But I'm just going to go ahead and put all of them in. So what I'm going to do is stop right here. Since this mixture is getting really warm, I'm going to go ahead and mix it. Now again, those are 4 egg yolks. I've already cracked those and separated those. Again, if you want to make a meringue, that's what you'll take the whites with. Since we're going to eat this is hot banana pudding, I always put a type of Cool Whip on there. So we're going to take him back some Cool Whip too. So I'm just mixing this, and the reason I'm putting the hot custard back in with the egg is you don't want to just plop the eggs in there, because if the mixture is really hot, it may scramble your eggs. You don't want that. All right, so I think I've got this mixed pretty good. I'm just going to easily pour that back in there. Okay, simple. I'm going to whisk it some more. The key to this is making sure that you're stopping in between the little intervals, which pretty much is done now. You just want to mix it. It's starting to take on that beautiful yellow color, that creamy color. You can smell some of the vanilla. And of course, I will tell you, any time that you can use farm fresh eggs, raw milk, a really good all-purpose flour that's chemical free. I'm sorry, the flavor is very different than anything you'll get anywhere else. All right, so what we're going to do now is put it back in the microwave. 3 more minutes. Now it'll start to get really hot now. So I'm just going to do 3 minutes. Let it start. At the end of that 3 minutes, we'll whisk it again and see how it's turning out. All right, guys, we're at the end of the second round of 3 minutes, so we've got 6 minutes total. Let's see how it's turning out. Starting to thicken up, starting to move along here, getting really hot. You'll see it jump in the next segment in thickness. So after this next segment, you really want to watch it. It's just about eyeballing it, mixing it up. And we have found that the magic number is the 3-minute mark. So in the meantime, we're going to start another 3-minute round, and we'll go ahead and start slicing our bananas to make the slices to prep. And of course, always save your banana peels, especially if you have roses, and use the banana peels around in your rose garden. So that'll be good. So we'll be back with you in 3 minutes. All right, guys, we're at the third round of 3 minutes, 9 minutes total. And we're going to check it out and see what's going on. Okay, yeah. It will be most likely done at the last 3 minutes here. We are really getting there, making a thick consistency here. Make sure you're scraping all around the sides really good, getting it whisked up. It smells great. Just keep an eye on it this last interval, which will be the last 3 minutes to make it 12 total. You don't want it to bubble over, so you will have to watch that. So while we're doing the last 3 minutes, like I said, we're going to be adding moon pies this time. If I had an RC Cola, life would be perfect right now. So I bought the little minis. They're the smaller versions of the moon pies, and what I'm doing is I'm cutting them in bite-sized pieces of 6 instead of in 4, obviously. I just think that would work out a little bit better, and I don't know. I'll probably use. It comes with 12 in the box. I think I used 8 last time. It's up to you. It's however many you want to. Now this is replacing the vanilla wafer layer, so it's just you can pick and choose how many you want to use. So we'll keep cutting these up while this last 3 minutes rocks and rolls, and we'll see how it turns out. Okay, last 12 minutes, or last 3 minute segment, which has concluded the 12 minutes. Let's see how it turned out. Ooh, it's hot. Okay, that is perfect. Nice and thick. Let me pull it out so you can see it here. It is hot, so you do want to wear some mitts. Let me back in here. Take it out. All right, you've got your custard part of your banana pudding. Now, like I said, this is really, really hot. Look how thick that is. Yummy, yummy, yummy. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to come over here and we're just going to assemble. Instead of using vanilla wafers, we're going to use these sweet little moon pies. So I'm going to make my first little layer here. Now this is going to be served hot, and I'm using a little bit of a smaller dish for him this time, just as for his own little personal serving. And I've got to get this back there to him because that chocolate's going to melt. Then you're going to take your bananas, and I'm just going to plop the bananas on there all around. Now you can use, I will have custard left over. I made extra custard because this is usually the portion that I make. And I just figured, well, if there's a little bit left over, it's going to be a terrible thing that somebody has to eat it. I just really don't know how we're going to manage with that. So now I'm going to pour this on there. I'm going to whisk this up. We'll make a little bit of a mess in the process, but hey, part of it. All right, so it's very hot. I'm going to pour this on there. You know this is going to be good with this chocolate. Can't see everything. Make a nice thick layer there. If it gets on the countertop, that's all right. Repeat what I just did. Now, when I normally make my banana pudding, I put a little bit of cinnamon on there. I'm not going to with this recipe simply because I've got the chocolate. So I don't want to overpower that. That's up to you. You can do that. I do that with, when I have the vanilla wafers, I love cinnamon. And I'm going to do another little layer here of the chocolate of all these yummy bites. Okay? And I'm going to use all of these bananas since we know he is a big fan of this. Anytime we take him chocolate cookies, chocolate chip cookies, or if I make what they call the preacher cookies, which is the no bakes, he gets really excited. So I really think the combination of with the moon pie, the chocolate, and just a touch of that little marshmallow and graham in there, I think we might become some of old Fred's favorite people. What do you think? All right, last pour. Just to get that on there. And it is hot, so we're going to take this back there to him immediately, actually. We'll do a little bit more. Cover this up. And then we're all going to fight to the finish for that last portion. We appreciate you watching here at Appalachia's Homestead. We're going to add Cool Whip to this because it's hot, so that's going to be delicious. Easy, quick, 12 minutes, just like that. You have a great dessert to serve during the summer. You don't heat up your kitchen, and it's so delicious. So we hope you enjoy this. If you like what you see, please subscribe. We love hearing from you guys. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, our Instagram, our blog, and we hope you're enjoying your summer. We'll talk to you soon.